Hello and welcome back to my channel. Days are getting colder here where I live, and I'm really looking forward to more winter reads, which I usually like them to be medieval fantasy novels. So I really want to start the second book in the King Killer Chronicle now that I have finished The Name of the Wind. But I have many unfinished books that I have yet to read, so we'll see. As for today's video, I wanted to do a tag video, so I chose the unpopular book tag. I don't know whether my opinions are regarded as popular or not amongst the booktube community, but here they are. The first question asks, what is a popular book or series that you didn't like? I have many of those, and most of them are YA fantasy novels, but perhaps the most popular one in this list is The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. I read this book after I heard many people praising it, so I had great expectations for it. And when I was reading it, I kept waiting for the moment to come, for that one thing to happen that would make me say, wow, this book is all what people say it is. But I just didn't find anything. And I still remember when I finished it, I was confused as to it being really the end, just like that. I don't know if it was me. Maybe I didn't understand the story or the meaning behind it, but I was very disappointed with this book. The second question, a popular book or series that everyone else seems to hate, but you love. This is difficult. As I have said earlier, I'm not very familiar with what most people like or hate, so I'm not sure, but I saw in another video that the answer was Wuthering Heights for that person, and I have to agree with that. If many people hate that book, then I actually loved it, so maybe it is the answer for this question. The third question, a love triangle where the main character ended up with the person you did not want them to end up with. And to warn people for spoilers, I cannot answer this question without spoilers, so if you don't want spoiler for any book, whatever it may be, skip to the fourth question. The book I choose for this is Little Women. I'm not sure if it can be regarded as a love triangle, but the main character did not end up with the person that I wanted them to end up with, because Laurie and Joe were the most perfect couple that I have read about, second only to Anne and Gilbert, and Louisa May Alcott, the author decided they were not good for each other at the end of the book. And I don't understand the reason she gave us till this moment, and I'm really mad about that. I kept wishing something would happen to make Jo change her mind and accept Laurie, but she didn't. And don't try to tell me they were better off that way, because they were not. Next question asks, a popular book genre that you hardly reach for. This easily for me is horror. Because I never reach for this genre. Not books, not movies, nothing in this genre appeals to me. I don't like the feeling of being scared out of my wits. I don't know, I don't find any sense or fun in that. Question number 5. A popular or beloved character that you don't like. I would say Mr. De Winter from Rebecca. Even though I'm not sure if people generally love him or hate him, but I didn't like him. In fact, I didn't like any of the characters in that book. Which is strange because the story was really good. But they were all creepy, kind of. Next question. A popular author that you can't seem to get into. This for me would unfortunately be Virginia Woolf. I have tried to read one of her books, To the Lighthouse, and I just couldn't get past the first few pages. I tried it more than once, but I just couldn't stay focused and be in the story. It is sad, since she is said to be one of the greatest writers of the 20th century. I may give her another go with another book perhaps, that will be better. Question number 7. A popular book trope that you are tired of seeing. One that I really don't like, and one that have made me less interested in YA fantasies, is the female savior trope, or whatever it's called, I don't know. Where a girl is no one, has nothing, becomes the all-powerful and the one person who's capable of solving the problems in the world she lives in. This can be done right, but I haven't seen it done well in many books, and it kind of gotten old-fashioned or cliche most of the time, so I don't really like to see that anymore. Question number 8. A popular series that you have no interest in reading. Throne of Glass is the series for me. I have considered only once to read it, but discarded the idea immediately. Even though they are very beautiful looking books and have fancy names and titles, but from the things my sister told me, I know the story will not be for me. Not anything by the same author actually. I'm not interested in reading anything that Sarah J. Maas has written. The last question asks, what movie or TV show adaptation do you prefer more than the book? Because the saying goes, the book is always better than the movie. And I agree with this 100%. Books always win with me because they have more details and I can be in the character's head, which is something I enjoy a lot while watching or reading stories, to be able to see the world from the point of view of the character or the characters. The only exception that I can think about is Flipped. I liked the movie a lot and I keep recommending it to people. It is very beautifully made. I loved their costumes, their setting was beautiful, and the actors were just adorable. I read the book after I watched the movie, and the reason I think why I loved the movie better is because it is so similar to the book that I didn't feel as if a lot of details were lost in making it. It just felt as if the characters were reading and acting the words instead of me reading them off paper. It is very good and I would very much recommend you to go and watch it. I hope you enjoyed today's video and let me know in the comments your bookish and popular opinions, and till we meet again next time.